It's like, what the fuck?
What is that?
Apparently, oh, is that the timer? Oh, I guess we're recording now.
I guess.
Anyway, I guess we're gonna get a warning in a second if it's not recording audio. But my good friend Tiffany here got me this as a Christmas present, and I'm gonna read an excerpt out of it just because it intrigued me. This book is called The Art of Manliness, and the one I want to read is break up with a woman like a gentleman. This is advice I think everybody could stand to have. It's only about 7 or 8 paragraphs, so hopefully it won't take too long. Alright. Like every variety of trouble, it's easier to get into a relationship than it is to get out of one. Before you find your true love, you'll likely pursue a few relationships that don't work out. Perhaps you discover that she has different values and goals than you. Perhaps your personalities clash too much. You know that the best thing for both of you is to end the relationship. But how do you do it without being a jerk? Even if you don't think this gal is the one for you, she still deserves to be treated with respect. Here are some suggestions on how to break up with a woman like a gentleman. Make the decision. Before you make a date to tell your gal you're calling it quits, make sure you know for certain that you want to break up. Once you say you want to break up, there's no going back. Also, make sure you know exactly why you're breaking up with her. She deserves to know the reasons for the split.
This is a good point.
It is a very good point. Alright, tell her in person and let her be the first to know. A gentleman will tell a woman that he wants to break up in person. Don't do it by email, don't text it, and especially don't break up with her via Facebook. You don't do it. Only a thorough-paged scoundrel would do such a thing. She deserves to hear it from you face to face. Will it be tough? You bet. But you're a man and men don't shrink from challenges. Also, don't tell your friends/family that you're breaking up with your girlfriend before you tell your girlfriend. Rumors fly. The last thing you want is a confused, angry girlfriend calling you to ask why you're breaking up with her. Third option, pick a neutral location. Don't break up in familiar settings, like your place, her place, or your favorite place. You need to find a place where the both of you can speak freely. My shadow's in the way. Most men choose restaurants, but that's not always a good idea.
Ooh.
At a restaurant, you can either tell her at the beginning or at the end of the meal. Either option leaves you with undesirable outcomes. If you do it at the beginning, you might end up awkwardly sitting across from an understandably irate woman while you eat your steak. If you wait until the end, you might back out of your decision and go to a park or coffee shop instead.
Oh, yeah.
Pick a neutral time. Have the respect of not breaking up with a woman around emotionally significant dates. Her birthday, holidays, your anniversary, and especially Valentine's Day.
I've been broken up with around all of these dates.
Sorry. Apparently none of the dudes who broke up with you are gentlemen. Too many women breaking up on such dates can be seen as a kicking her when she's already down. Yeah, that is kind of rough. Desperation Day, February 13th. The day before Valentine's Day. Be honest and keep it simple. Don't come up with some long-winded explanation about why you're breaking up with her. It only makes you sound like more of a jerk. Simply tell her the truth of why you're breaking up with her as tactfully and respectfully as you can. Since you already know why you're breaking up, this shouldn't be hard. A woman deserves to know a specific reason for the split. Otherwise, she'll be obsessing over the meaning of your cowardly vagaries for a long time to come.
So true.
Also, let her know this decision was difficult for you. It will slightly cushion the blow. No woman wants to feel like she was easily discarded. Stay calm. There's a good chance your now ex-girlfriend will start crying after you tell her the news. Don't get nervous. Be a rock. But be a sympathetic rock. No need to get angry or tell her to not make a scene. You'll only make things worse.
Yeah.
It says refer to figure 4.4, which is right here. She's crying and
he's
dude's trying to console and do his job. And here we are. Last step. Move on. Once you tell her, move on. Don't say things that may leave open the opportunity to continue the relationship unless you really mean it. For example, don't say, I hope we can still be friends. First, it might give a woman a false sense of hope that there's some way to continue the relationship. Second, most people know this phrase is a bunch of crap. You might as well have said, it's not you, it's me.
Wah, wah, wah.
Fail. It's going to be a good book.